since this is WrestleMania week and we want to fucking be a little bit uplifting, yeah, chug it down, girl, chug it down. We'll start with you, Matt. What's one of your favorite all-time WrestleMania moments from any WrestleMania?
Wow, if that's not the most loaded question ever.
Like my diaper.
What?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, honestly, so I think about this from both a fan's perspective and as a worker's perspective. WrestleMania 18, Rock versus Hogan.
Wow.
Them standing face to face in the ring, and just like, even at home watching it, like, you can feel that like energy
hairs?
in that room.
You talking about that's getting them to stand up right now.
and going into that match, Rock was biggest babyface, Hogan was biggest heel, and that crowd was 1,000% behind Hogan. And the fact that they were able to flip flop that entire match and flip roles and call it completely on the fly and still have probably one of the best matches in WrestleMania history, probably arguably one of the best wrestling matches of all time.
Yes.
I think is super, super fucking awesome.
And iconic.
I don't think enough people give it enough credit. I feel like people don't want to give it credit because it's kind of like a cliche answer, or people don't want to give Hogan credit where credit is due. But I will say that is probably one of my favorite matches of all time.
High five.
At WrestleMania matches too.
Oh yeah. All right, Val. I know you're just chomping at the bit. Go.
Oh shit! I was gonna wait. I was gonna be a lady for once.
She's a lady.
So
whoa, she's
the first match.
Get it. Woo!
The first match I ever remember seeing was at WrestleMania 2 at the Horizon. I remember being there because my dad worked with Ozzy, and apparently my dad was the original lighting director for the first ever Slammies. Didn't know that until I asked him about it. But I remember being like, whoa, Velvet McIntyre versus not Luna Vachon, I wish, versus Not So Fabulous Moolah.
Oh, God.
And I was like, girls can wrestle? But the first time I saw WrestleMania as a fan that I paid for the tickets, I bought the t-shirt, I bought the foam finger.
I'll be right back, guys.
WrestleMania 13. And watching Stone Cold get juiced all day, I will never forget that. Him versus Bret Hart was phenomenal. And just watching that in person was something that you just cannot replicate at all. And then I would also venture to say last year's, because there were so many moments that were so influential and so essential and so important. And one of them being Kofi versus Daniel Bryan, and the other being the main event, and having the women main event WrestleMania, and finally being told that it's okay to like wrestling, even though I've known this my whole life. And it's okay to be a strong woman. Like, watching people lose their minds over Becky versus Ronda versus Charlotte, that you just can't replicate that. Just can't.
Right on. I agree.
Oh, man, I can't follow that. There's nothing I can say to even come out of the same realm as Val.
I love you, Steve. Sorry.
No, don't apologize for being amazing. I would say it's just you. It's just what you do. Today is the anniversary. I saw this on Twitter and just sent it to the guys that I went to see it with. Today is the anniversary of Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, I'm Sorry, I Love You.
I know.
Which me and Andrew Vega and Jake M, we flew down to Florida. We spent like 36 hours in Florida. We flew to Orlando, rented a convertible, drove around Florida, went to WrestleMania, slept, and flew home. And we were there, way up in the middle of the nosebleeds. We got to see on the screen Shawn Michaels say, I'm sorry, I love you, and then put him down. And I thought that was just such a cool moment. Just like for Val, being there for the first time in the women main event, being there for Flair's final WWE match, and it was Shawn that put him down. and, like in an old Yeller ending was just.
Yeah.
And this goes a little bit to what Nick said a minute ago too. The beauty of storytelling in wrestling. Yes, I love an insanely high work rate, incredible PWG match, but that pales in comparison to the right characters, the right story, the right moment. And at the end of the day, that's what makes wrestling so powerful.
100%,
it's the moment.
100%.
And I think that was just absolutely incredible. So actually, on that note, I've got to duck away and leave us. We're about to eat dinner. So I got to run away. But I wanted to say I love all of you guys. And this has been a blast. And I would love to come chat anytime as we're dark for quarantine, or even I was going to pitch this when Nick was talking earlier. I would do with you guys like Mystery Science Theater 3000 and watch freelance matches or warrior matches or whatever you guys want to do.
All of the above.
You tell me when you guys want to hang out. It's awesome to see you guys. I'm going to run away and grab some food. Hi, Nick. Bye, Nick.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
I love you, Steve.
Bye, guys. Have a great night.
You too. Thanks, Steve.
If you like this clip, then be sure to check out the full episode 100 via YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Featuring Matt Knicks, Steve Tortorello, and Val Capone. It's a fucking blast! Thank you guys for your support on 100 episodes, and we got more coming in the works for you, because we love you. Wet 'em up.